If you've ever Googled what's a good hook rate, you've probably seen the same number over and over again. Say it with me, 30%. And my hot take, I think using that number as your benchmark is a mistake. Not because 30% is necessarily bad, but because it doesn't actually tell you whether your open is worth making again. If I tell you your ad has a 30% hook rate, okay, great, awesome. But is that actually good? Is it better than your other ads? Is it better than the last opening you tested? More importantly, what happens after someone stops scrolling? Okay, think about it like this. It's like when your boyfriend says, hey, you look good. Okay, thanks, but compared to what? Date night ready, just rolled out of bed? Those are two very different definitions of you look good. You need context to know what the compliment actually means. A hook rate is the same way. Here's the thing. 30% is not completely made up. It comes from agency studies looking at a limited number of accounts. But Meta has never published 30% as an actual benchmark. So really, it's an average of averages, and your account isn't necessarily a part of that average. If you have no account history, then a benchmark can be a helpful starting point. But once you have your own data, I'd much rather see how your creative is performing against your own data. Let's say I have 5 ads that are pretty comparable. Same placement, same format, similar spend. For this group of ads, my median is 22% hook rate, so that's my starting point. It gives me a baseline for what is normal. And as I run more similar creative, that baseline can change. So let's say I launch 3 new openings. Opening 1 comes in at 21%, opening 2 at 27%, and opening 3 at 41%. Based on that baseline, opening 3 definitely gets my attention. But I'm not going to automatically say, great, this is the opening that should be leading all future creative. I want to know what happens after someone stops scrolling, because a great opening doesn't matter if what follows doesn't keep people engaged. In addition to hook rate, one of the metrics I look at is hold rate. Basically, it tells me how many of the people who stopped to watch actually kept watching after the hook. Then I look at CTR, or click-through rate, which tells me what percentage of people who saw the ad actually clicked. I want to take what I've learned from both openings and bring those strengths together. Opening 3 gets people to stop. Opening 2 gives people a reason to keep going. So I might take the specific thing that made opening 3 stop the scroll, the visual, the pattern break, whatever it was, and pair it with the way opening 2 frames the problem. Then I'd run that against opening 2 as my control, and I'd use the hold rate to see if I can get more people to stop without losing their interest. And this is why there is no magic number for a good hook rate. Hook rate alone doesn't tell me if the ad is actually working. Hook rate tells me who stopped. Hold rate tells me who stayed. CTR tells me who acted. And the conversions tell me what actually worked. So I'm not asking, is this a good hook rate? I'm asking, is this a strong result for this account? Your data is your benchmark. I'm not trying to find the open with the highest hook rate. I'm trying to find the opening that gets the right people to stop, keeps them watching, and ultimately gets them to take action. Because getting someone to stop is only the first step. You still have to give them a reason to stay. And that's what I actually want my creative metrics to tell me. Did I just get a pause? Or a potential customer?